Hi everybody and welcome back to a new Sunday shout out episode, and I'm so happy to actually have physical people in the room. So I'm here in Vienna with Maddie and Bettina, and these wonderful ladies are in my Trying music video, and I thought it'd be really nice for us to all get together and to have a chat about it, because it's been out for a couple of months now, the single, and I'm so thankful that you're in the video. Thank you.
You're
of
welcome.
course.
It's a pleasure.
Yeah, I was thinking back to when I wanted to produce the video and like the visuals. I thought, I don't want it to just be me in the video at all. I want to be celebrating women in music, women here in Vienna, and we've known each other for a little while now. Thinking back to when it's been, like,
oh my god, yeah, it feels ages ago.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I think we did a show. It was like an open air show, wasn't it? And we met each other and we had, we were doing a gig.
Yeah, it was like in summertime, I think 1.5 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, crazy.
It is crazy.
But since then we stayed in contact, and I was able to follow your musical journey, and it's amazing how far you made it already.
Thank you.
So cool.
Thanks. Yeah, I think I met you like super early into Vienna. Oh
it was like a really nice coincidence Instagram connection actually. We were with a friend of mine with my boyfriend at the gig at Porgy, and it was really nice, and it was just like putting out an Instagram story, and you replied to it, and we started to text, and we're like, let's go for a coffee, why not? And it was so nice.
Oh my gosh. It was like 2019, like going back, like
it was your first year, right?
Just
in Austria.
I'd been coming back and forth for about a year, but then we had that the Porgy and Bess gig for the Jazz Fest Wien, and that was amazing, and that was so nice. So yeah, of course I thought of you both when I wanted to have the ladies in the music video. So it was so nice that you had some time to come and join. I wanted everyone to be celebrating their individuality. I didn't want anyone, just artists as who you are. And
thank you.
So I wanted to have that. So thank you.
I remember I was actually in Salzburg when you texted me about the music video.
Yeah.
And it was like a 2.5-hour train ride. And I thought, oh god, that's a long train ride. But I really wanted to be in a video. And I said, of course I'm coming. No problem. And it was such an honor, really, to perform alongside female artists in Vienna, because we really have to support each other there.
It was such a good start of a nice community you created, because after that we started to go for coffee and see each other and text each other, are you around? You want to join me, go to that concert or meet up? And it was really such a nice start of a community.
Yeah. I love that. I love that we are meeting outside of music, and then we go out for lunches, and then we go and enjoy gigs
Talk
together
about stuff
as well. And definitely. So it isn't just like separate.
They're not like business
artists.
meetings. They're like it's so much more. We can talk about it. We do talk about it, and
but it helps so much in this community to get to know each other in private, because we all just have known each other from Instagram and from stories and how we show up in a professional world. And I think also for me it helped so much to get to know each other in private.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, who's this person? And
yeah, you're right.
we all have the same fears. Struggling.
We all have the same Tinder dates, not the same Tinder dates. We do go all on Tinder dates from time to time. Well, me at least. I don't know about you.
You're daters.
So there's a good support system.
My head is just like, okay, with whom do you... Cheers.
Yeah, cheers.
No, it's coffee. I swear it's coffee.
Yeah.
It's pure coffee.
Yeah. Of course.
It's
not. It is really, really nice. It's not, us coming together and us hanging out. we're not going through this music industry by ourselves, you know. Of course, it can sometimes feel like a little bit of a lonely road sometimes, and like a challenge for ourselves, like personally, individually, like am I forward enough in my career right now? Like, are people liking what I'm doing? But it's really nice to surround yourself with great women that really celebrate you for
definitely.
who you are. And
Also, it motivates when you see other people, or when I see you with your album now that has been released, and I've been following your stuff since 1.5 years, and I just see how you do it and who you connect with, and it also motivates me to like get in touch with other people and also do like co-writes and just connect with much more people. And you do it also with the UK based fans and Austrian fans, and you seem to have like a really good hand for keeping your community updated, and also like introducing them to your new music and involving them as well. So I just love how we also motivate each other by just keeping up updated with what we've been doing.
It's just such an empowerment, and you inspired me like really when I saw you performing on stage. And that's what I love, when you just see
At the Loop.
how
Was it
other
at the
people
Loop?
create, because we are all in a creative process, and it helps so much. Like we have the singer-songwriter side, like where we talk about how do you write songs, what are your problems, what kind of stuff are you struggling with. But then, of course, we support each other on our concerts and see each other performing on stage. And just like, when I saw you at Porgy, I was just like, it was so much fun. You were just dancing and enjoying life. And you implemented that on stage. And that was just such a joy to watch. And it was a really, really nice reminder for myself.
Oh, wow.
Definitely.
That's so awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you. Like, that's not even before, that's a time before the album they didn't even exist. I hadn't even started one song then. I knew I had lots of ideas, and I knew that I wanted to one day. It's just always, it's an interesting one. You're trying to find that right moment to create stuff or release stuff, and then it happened for me to just be brave and to just get out there and really do it.
And it's a process, and that's really okay, because then at Loop, when you had your performance there with your own music, it was such a joy. And we came together.
It wasn't your songs at Party, or was it?
No, they weren't. No,
I see,
that was the Part of Me album that I did with the Funkalicious project in London, and then we came together with Backward 5, and then we did that album. It was the Funkified covers. So it was still like our own spin on songs and our own sort of artistry, but not to the point where it's complete original. So
Ooh.
Loop was the very first time I actually
that was so
had
cool.
it live.
Amazing.
So I'm really looking forward to the point when I get to do my whole album live. That's the plan. That's what I'd really, really love to do, is from start to finish, play it in its entirety. So it's going to be exciting when it comes, when it happens.
Just dance.
Yes.
Shake it off and dance on stage, and it's going to be fine.
I'd love it if you both could come and you can make it like the epic and so cool.
But that's why the community is also so important, because we've been part also with other songs where we start to write them and then like we talk about it, and it's so much easier, because all by ourselves it's not possible to be like, okay, I think this is good what I'm doing, or where this song is heading to. But it's so much easier if like, hey, can you listen to that, because I'm really not sure right now, and it helps so much.
I think so too, because the way of music, like, it's not meant to be walked on its own. If I, for example, write
Needs
my
to
own,
breathe.
because the music also lives with people. Like on a concert, you perform it to two people, and why would you ever perform in front of nobody? Like, music is meant to be influence people and inspire them and
Connect people.
Yeah, and they should feel.
Definitely.
You want to portray a feeling. So if you don't involve people in the writing process, then it's just yourself, like writing your music. But if you have other people involved, it's probably much easier to connect with others. And yeah, that's why I also really appreciate our like community, friendship, musicianship. It's like so much involved. It's really cool.
Yeah.
And the brunch, I love.
Yeah, the brunches are
Really
really
all the time. Very important.
And also what I loved about the Try music video is not everybody knew each other at that point. I knew some of you ladies knew each other.
I was a little scared. No, I was not scared, but I went there and I didn't know anybody, so I just heard of Mika, but I don't really know her. That I haven't known her that well at that point. So it's still like you have to jump over your shadow, you say in German.
Yeah.
What do you say, Amy?
You've never jump in the deep end. That would be
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, when we arrived, we were like all strangers, kind of. But it felt like we all connected.
You were scared.
No, I wasn't scared. I was like, oh, I don't know you, but I guess I'm just gonna start talking to you. And then we were all on the same length wave, and it felt really easy.
But it is the point when you start to talk about things you're struggling with, and you realize, okay, we all have the same problems or struggling with nearly the same things.
Yeah.
And connects people. But this is also what music does. You write about stuff that connects people, where it doesn't matter in what business you're working, but we all struggle still with same things.
And I guess it's really brave that we like write songs about these topics, because it's nowadays not always so easy talking about it in front of other people, and especially singing about it, like insecurities or broken hearts or whatever, and we then share stories about it, and we are all sitting in the same boat with the same destiny.
And singing is like being naked.
Yeah,
it's just like
it really is like
okay, just look at me.
Of course.
No.
That's true. Never thought of that, but yeah.
But it's good to
What is the picture, man?
But it's good to have that picture of being naked.
There's all these clothes on stage. I'm singing anyway.
But I love But I love that we do that though. That we do expose ourselves, that we are brave, that we can have hopefully reach out to people that find that relatable as well.
Yes.
I think it's important.
Oh, you
to
always
talk
meet the
about
right
subjects.
people at the right time.
I think so too. And even if it does not feel like that perfect match at first, it will eventually like make sense in the end.
Years later.
That connection, it meant something, or it had to lead to somebody else.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But it was the same journey for you, especially with the musicians and music video, where you realize, okay, people support each other. And they help me now, I can have them later on.
I really did love that. There's such a nice response to, because I just thought, I'm just gonna go out there and I'm gonna ask as many amazing women as possible and try and see how many ladies can make it, and the 5 of you could make it, which was amazing, because it was still it was like the beginning of summer, like a lot of people were on holiday, and then you all made the special effort to come, and it was so nice to have that believability that you wanted to be involved and you wanted to be boosting that community and enjoying, like you believed in that vision that I had for it. And I love that the 5 of you all did come together and you filmed your parts individually. But there was a really nice energy. Room. Yeah, we all went individually, all went to the dark room, and we had it all set up with the camera going round on tracks. 360, which was amazing, because to actually like have that idea, it was Fabian's idea, and for him to pull it off as well,
Wow.
like it looks incredible. It looks amazing, and I love.
So he was the one telling you he
being-
wants to have women in his video.
I just want to see girls dancing.
No, it was my idea for the girls. It was Fabian's idea for the camera.
So you knew what he was doing. It was like a great team because there was another guy, I can't remember his name.
Yeah. So we had Fulken on the sound, and then we also had Ahmed as well, who was assisting on the camera.
Yeah, like really professional how they made it.
They did a great job. Like this was the first video for me where I was still very much hands-on. Like I'd planned all the previous 4 productions and like totally was like full-on director, producer, choreographer, costume designer,
Hair and makeup.
nails,
Hair makeup.
and like dealing with it in between like lockdowns as well in England. Like I had to really be careful of like regulations with that, and like people I got involved in the struggle shoot as well. I had to like time everything. Like everyone had to come in individually.
And he also did like one scene, wasn't it? Also something like that.
Yeah, that was in the trying video. We actually ended up
crazy.
reshooting
Oh,
the beginning part
Okay.
and that's with Fulken. Fulken's my like
so
my breakup boyfriend in the
Okay,
video,
yeah.
and he did a really great job. But he's one of the assistants that she fills
nice.
records now,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
we're just
Creative
like
solutions.
roping him in.
That's
So
great.
trying to get as many people as possible into the situation and like that people believe in the project, and I love that. And it was such a nice energy on set for the trying video shoot, so I loved having you there.
I just keep.
It's
And I
stuck in my
asked you-
ears for so long.
I've been singing it for ages. Like it's so catchy. I love it.
Oh, thanks.
And it also really like when I sang and danced to the song, it made me feel like so alive, and I just thought, I'll just keep on trying. That's what I do. I love it. I
what
get
the
a
heck?
tattoo there or something.
It's the mantra. It's the personal mantra to yourself. So
Definitely.
that's amazing. No, it's cool because, like I say, you're all so unique. You're so individual. You're doing your own thing. But it was great that you could come and celebrate it and put your own flair to it as well. Put your own movements. And I love that about it, and your costumes as well. What you were wearing. Like we spoke a lot about
Very
it,
individual,
but I
I
wanted
guess,
you
yeah.
all to be so individual and celebrating yourselves. So that was amazing. Yeah, it was so good. Yeah, I guess enough about me. Let's talk about you two and like what you're doing. Like I say, you're in your unique flair, your vibe. I did some videos talking about your project.
My coachings, and with the Mindset Monday. But it's we talk about stuff. Well, I love it just how important it is to have a good mindset or a healthy mindset, especially in this business. And so I'm a certified.
Yeah.
What
Certified.
Certified.
this kind of coach. And because I especially also with my own story, it was so important because especially the voice is so connected to our mindset. If we're not like healthy or like not in a good mood or have issues or struggling with stuff, our voice isn't working that good. And we've all experienced that. So that's why it was just for me so important, and where I want to also like support other people who are struggling with stuff like that.
I love it. I love what your sessions.
Thank you. No, I really do love coaching, and for me, I need the combination of doing my own songs, then also like for me as my own musician, then combined with the coachings and then with the musical theater department. That is what makes me happy, and this is all of our journey to figure out, okay, what actually makes me happy.
Yeah.
To figure that out.
But it's cool that you're writing a lot as well.
Yes.
You know.
It started now, and I was so thankful because then with all of these like connecting people, and then you started with the singer-songwriter evenings.
Yeah.
And this was so good because I was like, she asked me like, so Betty, do you want to sing? And I was like, no. And she was like, come on,
what about
go first.
Yes.
And I was like, what the heck? And I was just like going for it.
Yeah.
And it helped me so much because to figure out who am I as an artist, and especially music is here to put it out there. And especially when you meet people and see them how they react to your music. And it really helped me so much to be like, no, I can do this. So I loved it.
I loved going to that session. It was so nice, like the first one that you were doing, and it was just great to just come and support my friends and just come and watch.
Yeah, it means a lot. Yeah. It meant a lot when you were there sitting and we were like all on the table, like just being there for each other. And also for me, having you on stage, it was really an honor because you or Helena as well from our community, you make your own music and you sound just so unique. So nobody else would ever sound like you or write songs like you do. And it was really brave from you to say, okay, well, I have not really released anything so far, but I'll just go on stage and perform it. And everybody loved it.
But this is it with, we always struggle, or I struggled with it sounding different. Always was for me, okay, I don't fit in. But the point to realize, okay, but this makes me unique and is actually a good thing. Yeah. It's so new. Yeah. Totally.
Yeah, new things are always a bit like scary because we don't know yet how it will be. But in the end, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. So people just at least have the experience, and then that makes you strong.
Yeah, and it's also about believing in yourself and what you're doing is right for that moment, and what you've created is you. And if someone else likes it as well, then that's a bonus on top of that. Like, it's taken me a long time to have that sort of thought process. I always used to think, I really want everyone to love it all the time, and you can't win like that.
And it's okay to need to hear it sometimes from someone else.
Yeah.
Of course, we need to tell ourselves the good stories and support ourselves, but it's okay to just need to hear it from someone else telling you, hey, this is actually good what you're doing. It's okay.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, I'm kind of figuring out what my genre is like supposed to sound like, but I guess it's like soul, pop, and I take a lot from my London time and just find a way to put it out there. And with the songwriting open mic, I also try out new stuff, and that's why I love the open mic scene in London, because you have like so many opportunities to just be brave and try out new stuff and like listen to others. And in Vienna it doesn't really exist like that, or they're like just very little amount of open mics that you can go to. So for me it's really important to keep doing that monthly and have a platform for us and for you to try out songs and for you to try out songs if you feel like.
And you realize at shows like that or evenings like that, you just can't compare it because everyone is so different. And that's what I loved about it too.
Yeah, and all appreciate the different sounds.
But I love that you've then taken your experience from London, and then being inspired by that, and then brought kind of bringing over the London vibe for the open mic.
And you're now my London vibe.
Yes, the London vibes. Thank you, ladies, so much for being part of my shout out.
Thank
Sunday.
you.
This is Maddie, everybody, and Betty. So can you tell us quickly where we can find you and what's coming up for you?
Yeah, there is something coming up. So you can find me anywhere online, Maddie Rose Music on Instagram, Facebook. And there's my new album called Pure, coming out on the 15th of October. And there will be a big release show on the 19th of October.
Oh, where?
At the Café Frau Meier.
Ooh.
It's in the First District. It's like a fancy coffee.
Oh, okay, perfect. I'm writing that down.
We're gonna be there.
We're gonna
Definitely, yes,
And Betty, you've got your Mindset Mondays
Yes.
coming up in your coaching.
Right, Mindset Mondays every second Monday. And just follow me on Instagram, Bettina Schurek. You can listen to my music there and find all the news when I'm going to be back on stage for coachings and everything you need to know.
Whoop, whoop. All the exciting stuff. I can't
Yes.
wait for this session. I'm like knocking on the door for that. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Welcome back, everybody. We have just watched the Trying chorus clip with the ladies involved, and I'm so happy to have Helena joining me for the second part of our Sunday shout out. Hello.
Hey, so good to be here.
It's really awesome to have you. Unfortunately, we couldn't have Nika and Christiana with us, but here we go, coffee and girls chat.
Sounds great.
Yes. So, how did you feel about filming the Trying video? What was your experience with it?
I feel like it was a very positive experience for me. I feel like we just had this connection within the group that was really supportive and positive, and we just had a great afternoon of filming and meeting and chatting, and it was, a lot of fun actually. I enjoyed it.
Yes. I was thinking back to how we met. I remember it was through Bettina and her Mindset Mondays.
Yeah, true.
And also the Click Collective as
Yeah,
well,
right.
with Christina. And you wrote an amazing article for me with Boema, and thank you so much.
You're so welcome. It was a pleasure.
Yeah, and we were speaking, I was back in England at the time, and we did a Zoom call, and you had some questions for me, and you were talking about the album so far, and it was highlighting the singles. We didn't even have Trying out then either.
No, that was before. I think it was Lockdown 1 or 2, something like that.
Yeah. And you talked about Diamonds, Funkalicious, Struggle, and Sometimes.
Yeah.
And it was just so nice to have that chat with you, because we didn't quite know each other like fully as we know each other now. And it's so nice to have that friendship and to have the opportunity to ask you to be involved in the video. So
I was so honored. It was so, you asked me and I was like, oh my gosh, really? That's so cute.
definitely.
So it was I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
When we were speaking earlier with Bettina and Maddie, we were talking about the community of females here in Vienna and in Austria, and that was very much how I wanted had the opportunity with Trying, was to bring the community of ladies together.
Yeah.
So it was nice. It was fun.
Really nice. And I think it's great that we actually still stayed in touch. I mean, we meet each other like pretty much every 2 weeks at least.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's kind of stayed this group. I like that a lot.
Yeah, and about cheering each other on
Yeah,
as well,
totally.
because we're all doing such individual things with our music. Yeah. Tell us about you and what
About
you're
my
doing.
music. So I'm actually a singer in the band JLP, and we've got it's pop rock music, I would say.
Nice.
So that's my main band project right now. But I'm also singing background and doing stuff with other people. So yeah, it's a lot of different things, but I really, really enjoy everything I do. So
I love that you do that project with your brother.
yeah, right.
as
He's
well.
a guitar player. Right.
So nice.
And co-writer.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's a lot
Yeah.
of fun.
You had some great gigs as well over the summer.
Yeah, we did. We played at Scene Wien twice, actually. That was pretty
So
special for us as
cool.
well. I was like, oh my gosh, this is happening. So it was really, really great. And yeah, so we tried to play as much as possible throughout the whole year.
Amazing.
And just take every opportunity.
Are you writing more at the moment? Are you planning on
Yeah, we are
releasing?
actually. So we are probably going to be headed to the studio in like November, December, January, something like that. And we are still writing other stuff, so we're actually constantly writing new music, and yeah,
That's so cool.
that's just how it is with us and our band.
Yeah.
Works really well.
So with your involvement with Bohema, how did that come about?
I think that was in April or March, maybe, something like that, like last year. And they just wrote on Facebook that they needed someone who'd write about pop music and new releases, especially from Austria. And I don't know, I saw that and I was like, oh, I might give it a try, you never know.
That's so good.
And it worked out really well, and I just got to see that I actually enjoy writing a lot.
Yeah.
That I just enjoy listening to music, and just, it's so inspiring for me as a musician as well to just find new music from Austria and see what other people do, and just write about that and support artists that I want to hear more.
Yeah.
And that's amazing to get the chance to do that.
Yeah.
I love
So,
it.
like Bohema as a whole, it's about letting people know about music.
Yeah,
like
right.
in a
Right.
writing and journalism way.
Yeah, and they also, they've got like something for art and for theater as well. So it's like, but I'm in the music department, so.
That's nice that they do such a wide range.
Yeah, totally.
Of arts.
It's really nice.
Yes. Have you? So I know that you do live reviews as well.
I
with
do,
them.
yeah, right.
Are there any like favorite artists that you've seen recently that you really love, or you've had a chance to write about?
About a month ago, I went to Anna Mauda. She's a fado singer actually at Konzerthaus, and that was like amazing. I was like goosebumps all the time. It was such a great concert. Wow. It was beautiful, and I went home after the concert and I finished the article like within an hour because it was just like so inspiring, and it was so much fun to just be there and just experience that concert and to get to write about it.
I love how music brings out such an energy in us. Like when we're so involved in a certain moment or a certain experience, it does bring out such a new energy within us. I think that's why so many of us as a world connect with music, whatever genre it is.
Yeah, true.
I love that. Absolutely. It's so good.
It is. It really is.
Yeah. And to learn so much from each other as well, with our different tastes and where we come from, like with our upbringing with music.
Yeah.
Because your vibe, you like rocky, bluesy vibes you kind of come from, don't you? Like,
I do. I mean,
tell us what.
So I actually started with classical piano. And I'm still studying classical piano. But like pop, rock music wise, I've just always listened to pop and rock my whole life through. That's just always been a huge part of my life. And I've always been to concerts. Like my first concert was when I was 2, I think. And it was Bon Jovi's.
Oh my gosh, wow!
I was in that from the beginning. And then like with, I think 19 maybe, I started to actually like sing more and start writing songs, and I just found my place and my space to be. So
because I remember we did a game recently at a dinner party where we were picking different genres of music, and we all had to go round, and whatever person's genre it was, we had to find a song and play it out loud. I remember all the rock, the blues
that was me.
stuff. You were like, yes, I'm on it. And it was interesting because you learned so much about what people are really into.
Totally.
Like for me, sorry reggae fans out there, but for me, I wasn't allowed to pick a Bob Marley tune because that's too obvious. But for me, I was like, reggae.
I'm the same there, yeah. No clue about it.
But then, funk, disco, easy peasy, put some hip hop on. It was an interesting, a nice,
it was great.
taste within it. We even had musical theatre as a genre as well. I remember we had Betty. We were at Betty's house, and she was like, "Yes, opportunity to put some theatre on." So it's it's awesome how music connects us and how different our journeys and our paths are. But the classical side, amazing. Like,
Yeah, I mean, that's been like, you know, I think that's the classical story. You start with piano as a kid, and I kind of never stopped. And it just, yeah. At some point, I just decided that I wanted to give it a try and study, and it worked out. So
yes,
yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and it gives me a very stable knowledge about music, and I like that, to have the chance to just kind of get back to that knowledge when I'm stuck in a place songwriting wise, and I just don't know where to go or what to do with the song. Then I just try to go back a few steps and just like go back to the classical music and see what they've got.
And then bring it in to the moment that you're writing. We went to Maddie's open mic showcase a month or so ago, and you were playing, and it was the first time for me to watch you live, and it was such a special experience because I've been wanting to watch you live, and it was beautiful. It was
the whole
so
evening was
lovely.
beautiful. So many like inspiring artists coming together and just being supportive and helping each other, and that was a great evening.
I love that. I love how there is a nice community in Vienna, and how we've built a new vibe and a community together as ladies coming together from the Trying music video. It's so nice. It's lovely because we should celebrate each other.
We should, absolutely.
Yeah. What's coming up for you? Like now, what's planned?
What's planned is a few concerts in November with a band. So that's going to be interesting because we've actually got a new guitar player. Ooh. So we've got 2 guitars now. So that's going to be really interesting to see how that all goes together and works out. And after that, it's probably going to be studio time and a little less live concerts. Because we just want to bring out a few new songs and just work on a few new songs. So that's, let's say, until Christmas. Yeah.
Are you planning to release an EP or an album?
Probably a few singles for the beginning.
Nice.
And then EP or album. We'll see how that goes.
We'll see how it goes.
But definitely. That's the plan.
That's so exciting.
Yeah, it is actually. We are really nervous and excited, but it's going to be great.
It's the journey, isn't it?
It's the journey,
finding your way through as you go along.
And you've got like so many ways that you can do the thing and that you can actually go and record songs, and it's just like we really don't know how we want to do it because we change our minds every 2 weeks. And it's like, but at the end we're gonna get to one way, I think, and
I'm so excited for what you've got coming up, and I'm also super excited that you're gonna be writing a piece for me for my live show at Book. Yes. Oh, so the show is gonna be the 19th of November, and Mashiko is joining me on the bill. And it's going to be a real, we're calling it the Big Funk Show because it's very much going to be that for sure.
It's going to be a huge funk show.
And I'm currently putting together the rehearsals at the moment. We're just about to go into rehearsals, and it's going to be big for sure. There's going to be a lot of people up there, and I'm excited that you're up for writing.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. It's gonna be great.
Yes. And it's nice to be in that position now where the album is completed. I'm going to be releasing it, and then to do a celebration show for it as well. There's so much to plan, but it's going to be amazing when we get to it. And to actually be up there on stage and to be like, yes.
Finally, it's right.
And to celebrate it as well. And we'll have a big party too. So
it's Sounds like a plan.
Yes, definitely.
No, I think it's gonna be great, and it's also. I mean, I've been part of the journey like for the last 6 months, say, and it's just been so amazing to see how much you're just putting out and how much you're thinking about every little detail on the way, and it's just so inspiring to just see someone really living and following one's dreams. That's like amazing to be part of that, and I'm really honored to get to support you at least in the way of writing for you and sharing as much as I can.
Yeah, you do.
Check her out.
Thank you. I really do appreciate the support.
It's so welcome, really.
And we did a smaller show at Loop.
Yeah.
About 6 weeks ago, something like that, and it was so nice to have close friends and loved ones there to support as well, because it was the very first time showcasing some of the songs from the album. Like the Vuk, I'm planning to do from the start to the finish, all the way through. But it was nice to have that opportunity to have keys, bass and drums. We had a small electronic setup with Seppi and me, and it was just so lovely to have the chance to showcase them and get a first impression on the songs as well.
Yeah.
So
no, it was a great show. Really, really enjoyed that one. Yeah.
So to have it in the full band, full feeling.
It's gonna be a blast.
It's gonna be epic.
Great.
So, but yes, it's amazing, and it all started from the Trying music video. So
It actually did.
I'm really, really thankful that you said yes and you were up for it.
I'm thankful you asked.
Yay. So thank you so much, Helena.
Thank you.
It's Helena, everybody. Thank you for joining and watching this week's Sunday shout out, and see you soon. Lots of love.
Bye.